In general, across North America and Europe, naturally aluminum is highly recycled. At least we normally see 70 to 85% post-consumer and post-industrial recycled content going into a lot of manufactured products. So from a consumer standpoint, that has a really strong sustainability story. But at the same time, a lot of the reprocessing and processing of recycled aluminum, as well as newly mined aluminum ore, produces a lot of waste material and is really energy intensive. The main waste material produced is termed bauxite residue. The colloquial name is red mud, and that's carried normally in an aqueous fashion or carried through water. So one of the main problems that we see with reprocessing aluminum and other popular alloys like brass is that this red mud leaks into waste streams, and it's not easily managed because it's in massive volumes produced in Europe and North America each year. So we see a lot of solutions for aluminum as well as magnesium, other high strength, high impact resistance alloys that can be casted really thin because from a consumer and design standpoint, another really popular theme lately with sustainability has been lightweighting. So being able to cast really complex geometries to be put into really aesthetic products that don't use a lot of the material. So you're saving on material and therefore saving on the carbon footprint of materials. But as I stated before, for a lot of popularly consumed and manufactured alloys, there are pluses and minuses with, on one hand, getting a lot of high impact resistance and a lot of complex casting processes in designs. But then at the same time, you have a lot of waste material and carbon footprint and energy consumption that's associated with reprocessing and mining new material.
Mm-hmm. Even if they are lightweight and the casting is easier, but the energy used is still high.
Right.
So energy-wise, it's still not sustainable.
Right. Mm-hmm. And also reprocessing or producing the material that goes into those subsequent manufacturing processes also produces a lot of waste material just from refining and producing a lot of sludge. So now we're also seeing a lot of new startups who will collect that waste sludge or waste content that we normally call red mud, and they're using closed loop renewable processes to sell those critical metal powders back into industry. And also in doing so, as a lot of American and European startups are popping up, we don't have to rely on transporting and wasting energy by carrying that metal from places like China, East Asia, Southeast Asia, that are doing a lot of the recompounding and refinement. So we're seeing more red mud, we call them red mud startups, and then also new companies that are looking at new ways to source ore, so the raw material that we eventually refine into alloys. So the metals company is finding little metal chunks at the bottom of seabeds. They're getting a lot of traction. Then the red mud startups like RICO-E. So we're seeing across the whole supply chain from sourcing the raw material to dealing with the waste material, the red mud, and reprocessing that and creating closed loops, all the way to recycled content for end-use products, new companies reinventing how alloys are consumed and affect the environment.